Hey guys, welcome to this week's episode of Setting the Hook TV. I'm your host Dylan. Today I got my cousin Chad. We got the boat hooked up. We are en route to Havelock, Ontario. We're gonna give Round Lake a crack this time around. Sorry I haven't done any videos in a while. I think it's been almost 2 weeks. Work's been busting me. I've been doing days and nights back and forth, and past couple days I've been actually fairly sick. I feel like I swallowed a wired brush. Probably shouldn't be out right now, but I want to go fishing. I've been fishing over a week, so getting a little bit antsy. So today we got some good conditions. We got bright sun, bright blue sky. It's going to be high at 25-30 degrees. Wind's going to be kicking us around a little bit, so that's okay. As for a game plan, I do not know what we're going to throw. This lake's got a lot of largemouth, smallmouth, typical muskie. So don't really know. The wind's kicking around a little bit, so topwater might be in there, hopefully. I haven't caught a topwater fish yet this year. Kind of pissing me off, really, but what can you do? So definitely this lake is fairly shallow, so we're going to be using some shallow cranks, probably some flipping jigs, a lot of structure and cover in here. But the overall game plan is always to catch fish. You always got to catch some fish. Isn't that right? That's always the game plan. We usually do pretty good. So we're just on Highway 7 now, just passed through the old hometown of Norwood, coming into Havelock. We already got the coffees, thank God. So we're just, I think we're about 10-15 minutes out, so we'll let you guys know when we're there, and stay tuned. Okay guys, we are on the water now. I am just getting my stuff situated here. We spent a couple minutes on the boat at the launch, rigging up our stuff, retying our knots, stuff like that. Chad's already fishing at the back there. He's throwing the old Stanko. We got a couple bays here that are nice and calm. So I got the top water, got a frog, got a buzz bait. Then I got your punching rigs. We're gonna have some cover in here. Got some vegetation kicking around. And then we got a little bit of wind. So I'm gonna throw the old crankbait and spinnerbait. So hope you guys enjoy. guys, welcome to the outro of my fishing trip I had the other day. As you can probably tell, it's a little bit late, the outro. What happened was a couple of the GoPros died. We ran them all day, stuff like that. Anyway, I got them back to the house, transferring stuff over, and somehow I lost a bunch of footage. Okay, I lost the last couple hours of the fishing trip. Me and my cousin Chad shot the outro as we were pulling the boat out. Don't know where that went. I wish I could blame the GoPros, but in reality I should probably just blame the user. I'm not too good with this computer technological stuff, so clearly I got a lot of stuff to work on. I'm thinking about maybe just not handling it, maybe getting my girlfriend to do it, because clearly I cannot operate YouTube or transfer videos over. But anyway, so recap of the whole fishing day. So most of the time we were using the Stanko worms, Texas rigging them, wacky rigging them, tossing those out. I had the spinnerbait going for a bit. Had a couple small bites. Got that one largemouth on the spinnerbait. That was probably the biggest one that I had. What other baits did I use? Mostly the Stankos. I lost a couple flipping. I was using what was I using? Jackal's cover craw. I had that Texas rig with a quarter or 3/8 ounce weight. Those are the most common weights that I use. Again, I was flipping the docks, flipping the pads, cover. I lost a couple doing that. I had a nice one hooked up in the weeds. I pitched the weeds, started pulling him out. Once I got maybe 10 feet from the boat, he took off. Chad ended up with a couple. Chad ended up with a nice smallmouth in the boat. He caught it on the Stanko worm. Long story short, I think I ended up with about over half a dozen fish. I think it was about 7 or 8 fish I got. None of them were real. Only one of the fish I caught was 2.9 whatever pounds. I think it was 2.9 pounds. That's the only one that I caught. That was the biggest of the day. The rest I caught were 1.5 pounds, 2 pounds. Chad ended up landing 4. Again, we caught a lot more fish that weren't on video. Again, I apologize. At the end of the day, I ended up losing a big smallmouth. I was swimming a jig in a big rocky area, just swimming off bottom, hitting the rocks, and hooked up to him. I was fighting him, and I was end up trying to turn on the one GoPro because I knew it was still there. It still had battery life. I ended up turning it on and broke off in the meantime, so you know what happens. But alright, so that's the outro for the day. We used spinnerbaits, Stanko worms. I tried the top water at the beginning, didn't really work. I had a frog going for a bit. I ended up taking that off, putting the flipping jig on. Tried the buzz bait, ended up working that first bay. You guys saw in the video, no blow ups there, so pulled that out and ended up switching the crankbait, spinnerbait, Stanko worms, Texas rig, wacky rig, did a couple of those. Other than that, it was a good day. Like I said, I landed over 7 or 8 fish. Chad landed got a couple 4 in the boat. Yeah, other than that, it was a good day. As you guys can see, the outro is a day later, so I'm actually going to the grocery store now. I gotta do some grown-up things. Dropped the wife off at work. Told her I was gonna go to the grocery store, and some of you guys may know, you guys tell your wives or girlfriends you're gonna do something, you better do it. So I'm gonna end this video. So thanks again, guys, for tuning in to this week's episode of Send the Hook TV, and stay tuned for more future episodes.